Tonight on this special edition of SUTV News, we have a sit-down interview with Shippensburg University Chief Diversity Officer, Stephanie Jirard, where we talk about racism, Black History Month, and the ongoing social justice issue here at SHIP. All that and more right here on SUTV News. An alleged SHIP criminal justice major, Olivia Penwell, posted a picture on her social media account with a sign that said "Black lives do not matter." This prompted outrage by hundreds of students, and a petition was made that called for the university to take action against Penwell. Currently today, that petition has just over 9,500 signatures. After an investigation from the university, they sent an email which said no legal action would be taken against Penwell. Students then questioned the university's decision on this matter and asked why students last year were expelled for racist comments made on campus. Professor Jirard had this to say about the university's decision.
Because as you know, in Shippensburg, I think in 2019, we had a student who was going around in a car calling people the N-word out of the window. That was actionable. That student was arrested because it was ethnic intimidation. It was direct and it was specific. According to these allegations of what this particular sign said, it's global and it's general. And so the law does not allow us to do more.
She then listed the difference between public and private organizations and why public government-run businesses cannot act the same as others.
I think what many people believe is that we could do something like a private university could with respect to expelling members of our community, banishing them for their racially inflammatory and hurtful statements. Something like Harvard, something like Villanova. A private institution is a corporation, much like Twitter. Twitter banned the president because it's a private corporation. Private corporations can control whatever speech they want. They're not the government. The government, which is us, the public institution of Shippensburg, who is supported by everybody's tax dollars. Everybody's tax dollars built those buildings, pays the salaries to make the university go. Everybody's tax dollars represents their opinions at SHIP. We, the government, cannot discriminate against people.
Professor Jirard then went on to say that students should be allowed to have an opinion on campus.
People are allowed and encouraged to express a variety of ideas and opinions and beliefs.
Professor Jirard was once a criminal lawyer and is a huge advocate for Black Lives Matter and the racial justice system, and in no way defended the actions of Penwell, but believes that everyone can have a second chance.
I am of the mindset, and this is, again, as a criminal justice professional, that we should be in the business of restorative justice, taking members of our community who have harmed us in whatever way, because it's not just race. There's lots of people who say harmful things and do harmful things. It is my hope that we could, and it's voluntary, bring that member of our community back in the fold, have, as you say, make certain concessions, an apology, a group meeting, something that brings the community back together with the member who indeed perhaps has created some harm, being an integral part of restitching the fabric of what is SHIP. What troubles me the most about these current incidents, and again, I'm not defending them, racism is inexcusable. Black lives matter. What bothers me the most is just the complete and utter unwillingness of some members of the community to work together to solve the problem and make it better.
Professor Jirard went on continuously about how these incidents are never easy to talk about and how everyone in the SHIP community is affected by them. She then spoke on an initiative out of her own personal office.
I would like to have some mechanism at the university level. In my office, let's start there, my Office of Equity, Inclusion, and Compliance, where students can direct their energies to actually address through student-led activism, again, supported by the university, initiated by the university, but a forum for students, to actually move from the platitudes and the statement of Black Lives Matter to taking on the systems in society that are a direct threat to Black lives.
And finally, Professor Jirard ended our conversation with a message of hope and that racism will end in her lifetime.
I truly believe that we as a society are going to be one human race. We are one human race. We have some barriers to that. People say, you're not going to end racism, Jirard. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Black History Month began on Monday, and SHIP has plenty of events for you to go and check out and learn more. Head over to calendar.ship.edu for a full list of events. And with that, I will be signing off from this SUTV exclusive interview. I'm Tyler Dancisin. Check out our weekly newscast every Friday night at 6 p.m. and check out our website at sutvnews.org. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody.